Hi, this is Peggy Clarie of Clarie Law Offices. I'm one of our estate planning attorneys and doing our daily Christmas challenge where we tie a Christmas movie, either a favorite of the staff or something we've seen, to a topic in estate planning. And tonight's video is really on an all-time favorite in our home of the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I think almost everyone I talk to is familiar with this movie, but my family still laughs each year when we watch it. And in particular, it's an easy movie to tie to estate planning because one of my favorite scenes is when the RV pulls up with the relatives from the country land, and we watch the dynamic unfold between Clark Griswald and the neighbors next door as his beloved brother-in-law is pouring sewage into the public waste system, and then fun ensues. But we all have relatives that we have in our life. Maybe they're adult children, maybe they're spouses of adult children, maybe it's a brother or a sibling where you go, oh no, I don't want them to be in charge of my estate planning, or I don't want them to benefit from the estate planning. And so the easy way to deal with that is to create a will and other estate planning documents that takes this part of your family, which may have standing under Florida intestacy law, and you exclude them, or you can also work to minimize their influence in your estate plan by maybe using a trust planning technique where the money or share they receive of your estate would be placed into a protected bubble. And that way, if they were poor money managers, in fact, I think the relative had like a worm farm or something funny in how he made his money, that you can protect the assets so it's used to benefit either that relative or maybe even grandchildren, but you have more direction post-death what happens to the money. So a lot of people ask me when I say, well, I'm afraid if I exclude them that they're going to challenge the will. So I want to reassure you that Florida law has a really well-established procedure to deal with that type of issue. Number one, you can always specifically say in the will, it's not for any lack of love or affection. I've made no provision for X. That's a really good way to make sure that we've got, the old argument of they forgot me, Scrivener's error, all those arguments can't come to fruition. We no longer use, if you challenge this will, I'll leave you $1. That's against public policy. But we can have the right, or we do have the right, to exclude a beneficiary at any time and in any place. So it's a good thing to try to remember to do that. Second, and most importantly, you can also think about how a will challenge would work. So when someone wants to challenge a will, they first need to have some sort of standing, and then from there they have to present a reason to the court on why this will should be challenged. And it can't be, I just don't like it. It has to be based in the laws of Florida. So you have to have the ability to prove your case on why a will that a person makes that's given preferential treatment under Florida law, remember it's the gold standard, should be not upheld or in some cases overturned. But that's a very high burden, and the person bringing the challenge has to bear the cost of that. Now, that is a really, up here for burden. So for a lot of people, that's really not worth it. But thinking about if you have one of these challenging relatives, how you can execute your will and the circumstances surrounding that to survive any type of challenge is important. Other videos on the website talk about making sure that there's independence in the execution, having your lawyer assist you and prepare it, but making sure that that will, if that's a goal of yours to withstand a challenge, is properly done. So both substantively, what's in the will, and procedurally, how it was executed, is buttoned up really nice to withstand any kind of frivolous challenge that may be coming. So we hope you enjoy National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. We laughed till our sides hurt last night, and we hope you and your family have a really great Christmas season. Very quickly, remember we have the Christmas challenge. So if someone in your family has an estate plan and you want to have another one purchased for another family member, they do like a BOGO, buy one, get one half off. And then the other thing we have is gift certificates. We're still up to 3. We hope to reach 5 this year. But if you have maybe your son or daughter and has a new baby and they would like to get, you want to get them an estate plan to help plan for that infant if something happened to them, well, that's been our most popular gift certificate. Thanks again and have a great holiday season.